halfway through the season. We are now in war number 7, and I'm starting on path 1. My team is Masacre, Tigra, and Viv. Very fun team, love all these champions, can't wait to get to use them again. We start with M.O.D.O.K here, and this is a pretty easy fight. We just need to make sure to watch the auto block, try to dex his SP1s as well as possible. And it's not that big a deal. It's really just a little bit of an annoying placement. It's not really a hard fight, just because, you know, M.O.D.O.K's always an annoying but not really hard champ, in my opinion at least. So we're just going to get to the SP2, throw it into his block, and then he's going to be beyond dead. I could do an SP1 rotation, but it's a little bit different because of his auto block, which don't ask me what happened there. I just didn't throw it into his block. It didn't matter, but I don't know what happened. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Next up is Gorr, and this fight has masochism, so I do need to watch my parries initially. But other than that, we're just going to get into the Tigra versus Gorr flow, and it's going to be a really easy fight. Try to bait his SP1s as much as possible. Throw our SP1s a lot too. We don't always have to go to our SP2. We can just do a bunch of SP1s and try to keep him in the corner as much as possible. We don't have to kill him extremely fast just because Tigra's going to be hitting so hard because of the neutralize failing so many buffs. Just baiting his SP1 here, 4 dashbacks, throw in a fancy light attack. No, we won't even do that. We're just going to counter it, just like that, and then counter his SP1 again, that time with fancy light attack, and there we go. This SP2 is going to kill him. So, very nice first path, and now we're going to move into section 2, and once again, path 1, and I believe, I don't remember the first fight actually. Oh, never mind, it's a Nick. It's a Nick, and none of these champs are ideal for Nick, but we're going to be using Masacre, which really isn't that bad. The only thing I do need to be wary of is when Nick can counter my miss. I can't throw my SP2 in the block unless I have proper distance from him. So I just have to get him to dash back and throw my SP2 when we're far away, and then we're perfectly fine. Try to avoid him using SP1 when I can, but sometimes he does like to throw it for some reason in this fight. Also watch out for the unblockable, only push him there when I'm ready for it so we can avoid unblockable SP1s if we can. And yeah, we're almost ignited. We finished our combo. Now we are ignited. We're gonna go for an incinerate. I don't know why he didn't block there. That's the second Masacre SP2 that I just didn't get them to block from, so I don't know what's going on. The first one was my fault. This one, I don't know why he just didn't block. It's, you know, it's whatever. Now with my ignited running out, I'm just trying to keep those incinerates active so they do a bunch of extra damage, and then I get hit by an unblockable SP1, and I'm like, oh, that's great. Okay, well, there goes some of my health. Luckily, the Soriant healed me up a little bit, and he's almost in second life now. Throw this SP1 just to give myself a little bit more time to build up to an SP2, and reading another unblockable SP1. Like, oh my gosh, this is just so annoying. This fight shouldn't be as hard as it is. It's just those unblockable SP1s that's making it so difficult. And yeah, and then I don't know what happened there either. Like, this fight is just getting out of hand, and I don't know how it's getting out of hand. There, my block dropped or something, and I ate 3 hits. Luckily, he didn't use his 4th light attack, or I'm absolutely dead. I don't even know, man. That was really annoying. That just cost me a bunch of potions for my Masacre mini-boss fight later in the war. I don't even know. It's so annoying, but whatever. It's okay. We have this Emma Frost next, and obviously we're taking this with Viv. This fight has buffet over time, which won't matter because we are nullify immune as long as we have armors, and we're pretty much always going to have armors, so yeah, really easy fight for Viv here. She is never going to get the healing from buffet, obviously, because nullify immunity, and I don't know what happened there. It's okay. We are just playing it safe. This Emma is unduped, so I don't have to worry about inverted controls. I can dex it like I normally would. And just like that, we are doing our SP2. I missed the second half somehow, but it's not that big a deal. The third, fourth, and fifth one do plenty of damage, and we get all the solar charges we need. So I'm just going to bait this SP1, and then she's going to die. So just like that, this Emma Frost is dead with this second SP1. I might need a third one. No, I do not. Okay, so yeah, really easy fight there. And now we move into the mini bosses, and starting off with this Domino. And Domino with Viv after her buff is really easy, because Viv with her buff got a change where instead of only her phase mechanic having 125% ability accuracy, now her entire kit has 125% ability accuracy. So all the mechanics that would fail to Domino normally, now 90% of the time will not. And so this fight, I just have to be careful of her lucky and make sure to time the ebb and flow knockdown properly so that I do not have to throw my SP2 when she has protection on, or my SP1 when she has protection on, and waste a bunch of damage. So we're going to go for a heavy here, then dash back into the SP2, get our block taps, and then be happy. The SP2 does plenty of damage after the update. She's already at 56% health, just like that. And we're going to bait out this SP1, then go for a heavy knockdown, get rid of the protection, and then go straight into SP1 right here, and it's going to do plenty enough damage to kill the Domino. We barely needed more than one SP1 there. Easy fight. Ebb and flow knockdown really helped that fight a lot with our damage, but not like we even needed it anyway. So next up, we're moving the portal to that Hulkling over there once I decide to get there. But I'm taking this Hulkling with Tigra. It's really easy, just as almost any Hulkling matchup with Tigra is. So with the nodes, it has one eye open, so I'm just not going to parry this fight. And protection, knockdown kind of thing. I don't remember what the node's actually called, but you know, with Tigra, we're knocking down so much that really doesn't matter that much. With this fight, I'm going to be doing more SP1s, just because I want to keep him in the corner and just play it as safe as possible. And we're just going to counter his SP1 with our heavies, and then dash in and keep him in that corner. Throw another SP1 just to get him to throw his SP1 here. He didn't go for it immediately, but now he does. And we go for another heavy, dash in, push him to his SP1, and then he throws it, and then we're going to go for our SP2 nuke right now, and it is going to do plenty enough damage. I probably should have tried to get myself closer to him rather than throw it that far back, because if he dashed back, he could have dexed that first hit, and we would have been in a world of pain. But it's okay, because that didn't happen. So, last up, this Photon here. This is like my fourth Photon this season with Masacre, but this one's on a different node. This one is on the polka dot power stun reflect node. Usually it's on the node before that, where they have 50% cheaper specials, and the one that makes you miss occasionally. But yeah, this one, I'd honestly rather fight Photon in this node with Masacre, just because polka dot power is going to be really easy to take advantage of, and stun reflect, I'm just not going to stun, so it's not that big a deal. I'm trying to bait a heavy, and she just has no intentions of throwing it, so that's great. But now we get her to dash back and block so I can get more ignited charges, and I can go for a heavy counter here, trying to get as little debuffs on me as possible. I threw on a power start 1 just to make this fight go a little bit faster, and now that we have polka dot power kicking in, we're getting really close to that SP2. I do need to throw this SP2 away from her, just because her mediums can't miss, and in pure light form she just can't miss in general, so I need to be careful of that. I gotta make sure to not try and dex that SP1, however, I did miss the parry on it, so I took the unblockable hit, which isn't that big a deal. We're still at 50% health and she's almost dead, so we're just gonna relic up and then go into our SP1, and it's going to kill her. So just like that, that is my war number 7, and you can see from the results right here that we did end up winning this war by quite a bit, actually. It was a pretty nice win, since our previous wars this season have been really disheartening, because we've had 3 ties that have became losses, which is completely unheard of. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.